What's going on, guys? Excuse the sirens in the back. I'm not sure, the world's ending or something, but today we are spraying the kind of trim pieces, you can think about it. Oh, what is going on out there? So, did the wheels. So now we're gonna do the mirror covers, pop those off. Camera died again. But like I was saying is we'll leave this purple for now until I get a higher pressure wash. I think I'll borrow one from work. But today we are painting the mirror covers and the wicker bill. I have that hanging. Figure that's the easiest way to do both sides at once. So, you know, I can rotate it and whatnot. I already did the prep spray, already prepped it, already washed it, so it's time for the first layer of white. And if you also have 18-inch wheels, similar to my design, I bought an extra can of green, which I don't think you'll need to, but you probably want to buy an extra can of white. So I was just about to finish up the last coat, and this decided to fall off the stand and hit newspaper, and so I had to peel it all off, which it kind of did peel this time with the help of a pressure washer, but you know, all in one piece. And I had to start over, which sucked because like now I'm starting on colors on these and I'm still doing base coats on this. But spoiler looks pretty good. There's not too much striping or unevenness. Still looks a little wet. Nope, that's just the product, gloss. Okay. So I also, you know, set up the little light. So we'll do color on these. We'll move this one over so we don't get any green on it and we don't get any white on the green. All right, we got everything painted. You know, it's nice and even for the most part. There's always gonna be a little bit of a run, especially since we were hanging it. But these both came out good. This was the one that I had to redo. It looks the same. So now we will do clear coat. It is day 3, I think. We'll call it day 3 of doing wrap stuff. So this purple didn't come off with the pressure washer yesterday. A couple clips ago. I don't know where we're at. So today, first day back at work for the week, from the weekend, and my coworker said, "Hey, did you try using the heat gun?" And I said, "No, surprisingly not, because I just can't remember or do stuff. I don't know." It slipped my mind. So that's what I just tried. I tried a little bit, and you actually do get larger chunks. It's still not a big chunk, but I was getting tiny little flakes like that, right? So this versus that, I prefer this. So, you know, it actually is peelable now. My suggestion is don't use the throttle body cleaner because that gets real messy. Just use a paint gun, you know. A hairdryer may work, I don't know if it get hot enough, but a heat gun is what, $10 at Harbor Freight, and 2 cans of engine or the throttle body cleaner was $12, so you can use this a lot more than the throttle body cleaner. Plus it doesn't evaporate. So I'm gonna keep doing this. Won't do a time lapse just because it takes so long. So I'll update you if I get it all off. Also, do you like the purple and high vis? Is that a good color combo? I think this color works really well with black vehicles. It may not look the same as the cap, but it looks good. I did the mirrors and the spoiler last night, so put those on today. She looked good. All right, so after about 4 days, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, however long, and many methods, this is all I got off. There's still like a third of the spoiler covered. So what I found was most useful was a plastic razor and some heat, just let it sit out in the sun, just like vinyl wrap. Other than that, pressure washer, not too sure. The chemicals are a little messy, so I'd refrain from any chemicals, but what I'm gonna do next is take the spoiler off. I have to reapply the double-sided adhesive because it is coming through to the other side. So that is no bueno. It is getting in my trunk, and my trunk liner was wet. So I got some double-sided adhesive. We're gonna peel it off, and while it's off, we're gonna paint it, but then we're also gonna reapply the double-sided adhesive at the end when it's finished painted. So now all we have to do is remove it. So hours later, we have it off. This was a pain to get off. There's still some adhesive, but it's pretty much flat. I don't know the secret to getting all this adhesive off. So got the first coat down, and you can see back here, well, you can't see it, but taped it up, but I also got all the adhesive, so it's where it's like this. And it'll be 1/2 inch double-sided adhesive is what you'll use when you put it back on. I'm gonna paint that. So I'm not showing painting time lapses because it's kind of all the same. I mean, you've seen it in multiple videos, but you know, first coat of green, so we're getting there. I will say I do like the, I mean, it's not shut all the way, but I do like the no spoiler look. I think there's something sleek about it, but I love the wicker bill, so we're gonna stick with that. There was a piece of fiberglass that kind of fell off the bolt, so this took forever because one of the bolts on the spoiler, here it is, it's right there. One of the bolts on the spoiler was spinning with the nut when I tried to loosen it. So I was like, great, it's gonna be cross-threaded or something. It's not. I mean, it is tough to get on after, you know, it pokes through, but it's not very hesitant. So I'm gonna have to epoxy this thing back on. Something like that, epoxy that, and then epoxy this in the wing in order to get it to work. And then I don't know if I will ever be able to take it off without breaking it or stripping it or something, because it just would rotate. And I even tried like 2 pliers and nothing, but we had to do it. It was leaking water. There was no other way to go about it. So I also discovered under here, there's a bunch of like bubbling in the clear coat. So the car was in a couple accidents. I don't really care as long as it's fixed right. I mean, I used this car in college. I know it's gonna get dinged up. I know people are gonna hit it with their door, scratch it, or hit it with their book bags. Like, I understand that. So this isn't the nicest car, but I still take pride in this. So, I mean, at least it's in an area that you don't see, but you can kind of see there are like bubbles and just a bunch of imperfections. So at least it's not here, but they did get overspray when they sprayed it. And some of the Bondo work isn't the best, like right there. That could be shaved down, and this gap right here, it was like thick, and then it was really close and it rubbed off right there and chipped. So in the future, I'll probably paint this car, I don't know. But y'all gotta keep in mind, this is a college car. It's not a 10 out of 10. At most, it's probably 7 or 8. So y'all gotta understand that, I understand that. Let it go. I know there's imperfections. I know I cause scratches or whatever, but it's not that big a deal because it's a college car. It sits outside all day, it gets dinged up. Who knows what happens when I'm not watching and somebody isn't a good person and leaves a note. Probably a lot happens that I don't know. So wear and tear, that's all right. And then on top of this, we're going to fix some wheel things that are starting to peel. Not this, that's supposed to go off. Things like this, where they're starting to peel past the rim, so it's like the face of the rim. We're gonna go spray a clear coat or 2 on those. I think they're only on the other side. Right there, it's kind of peeling up a little bit past what I want it to peel up, so go over that with some clear to, you know, mat it down. Like right here, it's starting to peel more and more. And there, I think this is the only problematic wheel, but go over with some clear or something so it doesn't do that. Next day, and this is epoxied in. That's how I did the rib nut area, just taped it off and peeled it. No one's gonna really see that anyway. They only see the tip right here. What I'm thinking with the double-sided tape is I'm just gonna go make a line there. I don't know what this hole is for, so we may go diagonal then. But that's the idea, just mimic all these lines and do the outside. So then if the outside's all covered, then no water can get in, right? That's the idea. And here is all the tape applied. Just one long piece on the end, and then I overlapped these sides on both ends and added a little piece on here on the inside. just because there's this whole square and I don't know why. But let's put it on. And here it is, back on. So everything's flat, there's nothing sticking up or anything, and it's pretty solid. I won't know until I encounter water. The only trouble I had is this nut fell into the trunk, so it fell down here. I don't know where it is, it's somewhere. So I'm gonna have to think about how to get that, so I'll update you when I figure it out. So, never really filmed an outro. I got busy and work got busy. I don't know, I think I'm wearing the same shirt as you just saw, but it's like a week later. Just washed the car. As you can see, it is not flat. So when I put it on, I don't know what happened, but this trouble area where water was coming through is not flat. So right now I just have thicker molding, I guess, in front of the double-sided tape because it doesn't stick. See back there, you can see it kind of lift up here and there. So something in the spoiler is wrong. I don't know if that's my doing or something that was there, so problem still persists. Maybe worse now, I don't know.